Hello, today we are going to be taking some notes. These notes will focus on Hammurabi's code and its influence on society in Mesopotamia. You can find these notes as per usual underneath the classwork tab on the Google Classroom. They are labeled Notes 2-1. You can open them up and you will see that they are traditional notes with your red text boxes for you to click and then fill in. One thing that is different about these notes is on slide 3, you will see that there is a short video for you to watch where I would like for you to tell me 3 things that you learned about how Hammurabi's code influenced other political systems. You can find the link for that video right here. It is also attached to the assignment on the Google Classroom. Feel free to pause and rewatch any part of this video in order to fill it in, as you do not want to miss any of the important information. With that said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the Code of Hammurabi is a Babylonian law code of ancient Mesopotamia dating back to about 1754 BC. Remember that Babylon is one of the city-states located in Mesopotamia. During Hammurabi's rule, it would become the capital of Mesopotamia. Hammurabi was the 6th Babylonian king, and he enacted the code. He was not the first Babylonian king to create a law code. However, his is the most complete example that historians and archaeologists have been able to find. Hammurabi ruled for nearly 42 years, from 1792 to 1750 BC. He gained power through military campaigns and brought Mesopotamia to its height in power and influence. The code consisted of 282 laws with different punishments that ranged in severity based on the severity of the crime and the offender's social status. So severity means how bad the crime is, or how bad will influence how bad the punishment is. So for a small crime, you'll have a smaller punishment. For a larger crime, you'll have a bigger consequence. We spent a lot of time talking about social status and social hierarchy as people began to divide people into groups. In the code, we see different punishments based on people's social standing. So a slave would have a different punishment than an aristocrat. The Code of Laws was arranged in orderly groups so that people who read the laws would know what was required of them. There were 4 categories. These categories included laws about family, laws about taxes, laws about farming, and laws about specific crimes like murder and theft. The Code of Hammurabi is the longest surviving text in the Old Babylonian period. The code has been seen as an early example of how to organize a government and establish laws similar to a constitution. Our country has a constitution as our governing document. see how this influenced our system. The code is also one of the earliest examples of the idea of innocent until proven guilty, and giving both sides the chance to present evidence. These are both core beliefs of our judicial system and our government system. And again, started with Hammurabi. Hammurabi's code was written on what they call a stele. This picture here is an example of a stele, the only one that historians and archaeologists have been able to find that is complete. These steles would be positioned throughout the empire. So again, everybody could learn the laws and see the laws. Again, there's only one in existence that we've been able to find that is intact, and it is located in the Louvre in Paris. The Louvre is home to many other important and historical pieces of art, like the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. If you are curious in learning more about the Louvre, there are several great virtual tours that are available online. At this point, you can go ahead and watch the video that goes into more detail about how Hammurabi's code influenced other political systems. After you finish that, you will need to look at the timeline activity. And again, if you need to rewatch or re-listen to any part of this video, feel free to do so now. Otherwise, if you do not have any questions, thank you for watching, and please let me know if you need anything. Have a great rest of your day.